sinister. This ain't rap music, this straight literature. Small-minded, all your ideas miniature. They tend to hate on you when they can't get rid of you. I ain't going nowhere, 20-year career minimum. Call Hit Boy for beats, ask for 10 of them. I don't follow trends, I swing the pendulum. If the bag good, I'm gon' give her some. Let's reflect times, I try to collect minds from complex rhymes. And by the way, shout out Tech 9. Go and shut the up, just let me talk. I'm a time bomb that's waiting to go off. Quite nuclear, amazing what fame could do to you. Too peculiar, although I'm truly a Renaissance starter. My mind divine, didn't take me a lot farther. Growing up, I really had beef with my father. But why bother explaining my feelings? Try harder, but either way they gon' paint you the villain. 8 months with no phone, dog, we aiming for brilliance. High level maintaining the building, we making a killing. Alright, my flow sinister. This ain't rap music, this straight literature. Small-minded, all your ideas miniature. They tend to hate on you when they can't get rid of you. A wise man told me that silence never betrayed him. Keep your mouth shut, cause got ultimatum. Stupid situations, the tongue often creates them. The motor mouth is usually causing mayhem.
Lil' tune, flow sinister, I'ma finish him. Many men gon' need ministers, I'm aiming them. Enemies, I'm the enema. I'ma on them, just like my keys, drop my on the dinner work. My thoughts I keep confidential, it's consequential. Philosophies unidentical, I'm not into you. My Siamese brother Benjamin, that's how I stick to him. These diamond bees, all BBs, I call them Vivica. Skating underneath the bridge, stay hustling as it is. Make money, feed the kids, ain't nothing in the fridge. Wake up, repeat the sins, I need a 10, stay muddy to the lid, 800, eat a.
Yeah, alright, my flow sinister. This ain't rap music, this straight literature. Small-minded, all your ideas miniature. They tend to hate on you when they can't get rid of you. I ain't going nowhere, 20-year career minimum. Call Hit Boy for beats, ask for 10 of them. I don't follow trends, I swing the pendulum. If the bag good, I'm gon' give her some. Yeah, alright, my flow sinister. Yeah, alright, my flow sinister. Yeah, alright, my flow sinister. Never lied in my rhymes, you can go ask Jennifer, that's my mom's name. I create and find change, my mind frame ensures that forever I reign.
Yeah. Sound like some superheroes. Some black superheroes. Every block, every hood, every city, every ghetto. Need a black superhero. Every block, every hood, every city, every ghetto. Need a black superhero.
You need a role like me. Military mind stated and I keep it in a degree. You can label me a Huey P. Made a martyr out of Martin, out of Malcolm, out of Mega. I refuse to let these dirty devils make Michael a beggar. A hero CEO, I will go make hero for my people. Give me liberty or death, that is my credo, not my ego. Dressed in a tuxedo, into party, alter ego. Killed your leader in gazebo, did it for the people. Love what motivated, I did not do it for hatred. But I truly hate the devil, I cannot debate or fake it. I was asked a question and the asker thought it hard. If I was facing death and I could ask one thing of God, I would ask for every to be free here and abroad. And to be rightfully celebrated as a child of God. And to be rightfully celebrated as a child of God.
Need a black superhero. Every block, every hood, every city, every ghetto. Need a black superhero. Our own kind took nip from us. Money still reading God we trust. Truthfully we envy, so why we so envious? And why our own kind envy us? Pac said it's hard, but we gotta keep our head up. Going even though we know we fed up. It's hell attention, plus we ain't careful where we all pay attention. I need all my real soldiers on the front line, fighting for the right just one time. So unstoppable together at the same time, with the same mind. Yeah, we're gonna be high and always above what's beneath us. So every block, every hood, every city, every ghetto. Need a black superhero. Every block, every hood, every city, every ghetto. a black superhero.
I'm talking bulletproof, kind of suit, reflect the struggle that they put us through. With the strength to fight the power like Chuck D do. With the insight to be equal, no disguise needed. A voice that finds reason to multiply. People in the streets for the cause. Marching on Washington miners, we'll be walking through walls. Type of superhero show up when ain't no one to call.
It's the NFL playoffs on EA Sports, and we are at Wintry First Energy Stadium in Cleveland. Straight ahead, it's Wildcard weekend, and we've got a great one in store between the New England Patriots and the Cleveland Browns. The battle for the Lamar Hunt Trophy begins as we're underway in this AFC Wildcard game. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. And a short pickup to about the 27. It'll be second down.
Well, they always talk about playing great team defense, and that was an excellent example right there. Everyone on assignment, no one in the wrong spot, everyone filling their gaps.
Second down, here's Chubb again. Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28. A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7. To throw is Wilson. That's into the hands of Donovan Peoples-Jones. And he is going to have the Browns first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Here's the first carry from Matt Breida. And able to get this one all the way up to about... Six-yard line.
He was tackled at the 46-yard line. It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Back to the ground. This time it's Chubb. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Good running right there, and this is a man who was a 1,000-yard rusher in the regular season, so you know he's going to get his chances, and he picks up nice yardage on that one.
So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Play action. Now Wilson. Rolling to his right. Now he's going to throw it back deep over the middle. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Adrian Phillips. And the Patriots are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. Nobody ever wants the interception on the opening drive to happen, but when it happens in the playoffs, it feels like it's a bigger deal. What a rough start.
And how about these visitors? The defense just went right on the field and seized momentum. You know, almost like they're saying, okay, no one expects us to win this one. Let's go ahead and give them a shock early. Took the ball from the home team and put them in the hole.
Because this crowd, one of the best in the league, especially this time of year, it's going to be tough to take them out of it, but that's a heck of a start. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Now Jones. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
Well, sometimes the defense just beats you. Great coverage from the secondary. All of them in the proper position. So instead of trying to throw into tight coverage, he found a way to throw it away and come back and try again the next down.
Now Jones to throw on 3rd down. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. First catch of this wild card game for a 1,000-yard receiver in the regular season. He's got a first down, too. They'll run for the first time with Pierre Strong. And he's got room. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 49-yard line. Here's Harris. Broke through some contact, but unable to reach the 40. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they will pay dividends as the game progresses.
Throwing on 2nd and 3. Jones. And he'll just get rid of it.
Oh, I saw this one with defensive eyes because even as he escaped the pocket and bought time, the coverage stayed tight. Nothing broke down. Throwing it away, that was his only option.
7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. Back to throw. Jones. The connection here with Nelson Aguilar. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 30. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
Well, Charles, it's early, but that's a key 3rd down conversion. Remember, they forced the turnover on the opening drive. Now they're in a position where they look like they'll at least get 3 out of this.
A great example of complementary football if they're able to cash this in, isn't it, partner? Because defense does this job, takes it away, turns over the offense. They just pick up a nice first down there. Maybe it's time to think about taking a shot at the end zone because it looks like the field goal is almost assured.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Jones. And that's going to be too high. Out of bounds and incomplete.
Nice job there forcing that incompletion. This is going to be a fun battle throughout this game. Watching him try to take away that area of the field.
They got to get to the 20 to keep the drive alive on 3rd down. Looking to throw. Jones. And this is caught by Watkins. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 15-yard line. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. Clock running under a minute to go in a scoreless first quarter. On 1st and 10, it's Strong. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. Pierre Strong. A 15-yard touchdown run. And the Patriots will strike first here in this wild card matchup. Extra point by Mevis is up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. The Cleveland offense ready to go. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
Pretty fortunate there, the interception that ended the last drive, and then boom, the first pass here almost picked on this drive.
Yeah, I think you could definitely call him to question his decision-making here in the first half.
Certainly not the best of decisions there. Lucky that one wasn't picked. They go with Chubb on 2nd down. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage.
On third down, Wilson. He sets to fire deep. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up fourth down.
Well, they've moved the ball okay here in these first 2 drives, but this one's going to, again, amount to nothing. They've got to start dialing up some plays that allow them to finish drives with points.
Here we go.
They're going on fourth down. It's Wilson. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Adrian Phillips.
And the Pats are going to get possession of the football as time will run out on this first quarter of play. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Now a first down carry for Harris. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
The job of any linebacker involves having enough strength to fight off a blocker and get to ball carriers. But in this case, I think we can safely say he beat him right off the snap to get into the backfield and make that play.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Off play action. Jones. And it's intercepted at the goal line.
Picked off by Grant Delpit. And the Browns are going to take possession here at their own 16-yard line.
That's a beautiful read there by the safety. It's zone coverage, so he's just going to sit back and watch. He knows he can't get beat deep because he has the end line to protect him. So he can react to everything in front of him, and he makes a great break on the football and comes down with the interception.
The Browns drive about to get started. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively, obviously. 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week, not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy. Many times when a play breaks down and the quarterback's moving around outside of the pocket, you're thinking just get rid of something short. But a lot of guys are coached, think deep, take the big shot, hoping someone can get lost behind the secondary. They weren't able to connect on that one.
Throw left side, there's Schwartz with it.
And he'll lose yardage here, back to the 15. Now it's Wilson. He's got a man, complete. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. A big gain of 28 as the drive continues.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds it for the first down.
And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield.
Bobby Okereke making that tackle.
Not a huge play, but I think they're more than happy with how it turned out. Don't be surprised to see them revisit that call because there was a lane there for more than just 5 yards. Put it in your back pocket and break it out when you need it later.
They go play action with Wilson. And he goes down. It's a Patriot sack. The Browns on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 15. Wilson. Looking deep in the direction of Cooper. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. On 4th down, on is Corey Bojorquez to punt. This is away and a very good kick angled for the sidelines. And this will be out of bounds at the 1 here, the 12-yard line. The Pats at the line, ready to go. Been a little bit of an interesting start. The first drive for him, Charles, they had the passing touchdown. The second drive, he threw the interception. So we'll see what this third drive of the ball game brings.
Yeah, it's kind of a tiebreaker, isn't it? I mean, that's a tough part for them and for him because, yeah, things went really well in that first one, not so well on the second one. He wants to get back to what he did to get this game going.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Back to throw. Jones completes this one to Thornton. And brought down, but not before reaching the 25. His second catch of this wild card game, and it goes for a first down.
To win any route, you've got to break down the defender, and that's exactly what happened here on this really nicely executed curl route.
Going with Strong on the counter.
They find some open field here. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds.
47 yards rushing for him now. He's only carried the ball 4 times.
Slot man moves right.
On first down, right back to Strong. And good vision there as he's across midfield and down to the 45-yard line.
12 more yards there and another first down.
I'm not sure how much more evidence they need, partner, than to understand that if they don't start to slow him down, it's going to be a long afternoon here at the stadium because he is just shredding them at this point. And let's face it, coming into the game, they knew he would be the focal point of their attack. This is going to take an 11-man unit on the defensive side to start making plays.
They go play action here on first down. Steps away. And he wisely will throw that one away.
Yeah, their back's up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
2nd and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy. Meanwhile, Jones' throw taken in by Thornton.
And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 33.
Back to the ground with Strong.
And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
From the 31, Jones. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half.
I thought there at the end he may have had a chance to release that, but that pocket closed a little too quickly, and down he went.
Yeah, he was certainly trying to do everything he could to extend the life of the play, probably counting in his head 1, 2, and then he ran out of time.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that's going to be caught for a Patriot touchdown.
Tyquan Thornton,
36 yards.
And the Patriots will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Extra point by Mevis is up and good.
And that'll make the score 14-0. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come.
And intercepted. Wilson's third of the game. Picked off by Michael Davis. And the Patriots are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line. Well, they were obviously backed up. Had a little bit of space from the goal line, snapping it from the 3, but still trying to throw it. And
yeah, exactly. If this were hindsight as 2020 comes into play, right? Seems like a good idea to throw the ball there. Maybe you'll surprise them and catch them off guard. Instead, you've created a turnover and put your defense in a bad spot.
Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. In motion left is Watkins. Second down, here's Strong once more. And just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Jones, off play action, on the move to his left. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away. Well, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point. And they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
And he will be able to recover this himself to prevent a wacky ending here, but that will be how this first half comes to an end. So we're at halftime in this AFC Wildcard matchup as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3 alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon. Both teams try to avoid being one and done in these playoffs as we start the second half of this AFC wildcard game. This one fielded at the 5. And he's going to be out of bounds here right at the 20-yard line. The Pats at the line ready to go. And they've been the better of the 2 teams through 2 quarters of play, much to the chagrin of this home crowd.
Yeah, this score is a surprise to a lot of folks at home, although not to my dad. He predicted the visitors would win. And maybe to the folks in the stadium, but you know who is not a surprise to, partner? This team with the football. They were very confident coming in. And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
On 2nd and 11 now. Jones. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down. Well, that's where this Cleveland crowd, the dog pound in particular, make it difficult on opposing offenses. It looked like they might have had troubles communicating at the line, and it leads to the incompletion. Here's Jones. On 3rd down, looks for Parker, and it's intercepted. And the Browns are going to take possession of the football. But pretty much everything went their way offensively in the first half, but now an interception on the opening drive of the 3rd quarter.
As we know, the key to everything here, don't get careless with the football. The problem is you've got to stay aggressive as well. So where's the line between being aggressive and attacking and being overly aggressive? I think they just crossed it on that one.
So this helps to start a drive. After the penalty, it'll be 1st and 5. From the gun, it's Wilson. Looking left sideline, incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
Off the play fake, here's Wilson. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up third down.
I'm sure it was a tough halftime trying to figure out some strategy to get things going, trailing by a lot when they went into the locker room. He's just trying every avenue to spark his team here to begin the third quarter. Not a lot going on that play, though.
They had great starting position to begin the drive, but now they look up at a 3rd and 5. Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
I think it's safe to say that he's made some questionable decisions out there so far. Forced some throws into tight coverage. He's already been picked off in this game. 4th down now, but he was fortunate on that one not to have another turnover on his ledger.
Ready, set.
They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Browns unable to move the chains on 4th down. And the Patriots defense is going to take over on downs. The Pats at the line, ready to go.
So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. To throw again, Jones. And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete.
This defense has passed its first 2 tests by forcing back-to-back incompletions. They know there's probably another throw coming on 3rd down. Let's see if they decide to force the issue by sending people on a blitz.
This complete left side to Aguilar.
And he will have a Patriots first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
It'd be interesting to see what he decides to do the next time he's in the position we just saw there. Outside of the pocket, takes a throw downfield, it turns up incomplete. I wonder if next time he might take off and run.
On 2nd down, a run with Strong. Dances by him. 78 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1. And caught by Henry. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. 4 yards on the pickup, good enough to extend the drive. A couple of first downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on first down.
They'll give it to Strong.
And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Give him 15 yards on that one, and New England has a first down.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense gets a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. Throwing, Jones. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
Martin Emerson.
Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10.
Remember, they had the nice gain on the previous play, but they just gave a lot of it back right there on that sack.
Yeah, they get the sack, get back some real estate. Felt like the type of play that could spark a defense and swing some momentum. Almost felt like a take-that type of a play, didn't it, partner?
And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39.
Yeah, another good run there. He's been such a big part of their success here this afternoon. And that last carry, it puts him over 100 yards now for the day.
Jones now to throw on third down. And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line. He'll wind up getting 4 yards there on his own, but it also brings up fourth down. Mevis knocks this one through, and that will extend their lead even further. And right now, Charles, this is about building that lead little by little, and they're able to do just that.
And it gets them past the key number of 16, so this is now a 3-score lead. Not time to exhale just yet, but that might prove to be an important 3 points before things are said and done.
He will return this from deep in the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
The Browns drive about to get started.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
That ground game contained again there, Charles, and that's really a big reason that they're trailing right now.
And give a lot of credit to that defensive front. That's exactly what they worked for all week, to try and take away the run game, make them one-dimensional. In the battle of game plans, theirs has been superior.
They go play action now. Wilson letting one fly deep for Cooper. And incomplete on the deep ball. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. 2nd and 10. It's Wilson again. Throw left side, caught by the tight end, Njoku. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes, your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
Wilson's throw there, complete to Mooney.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. First catch of this wild card game for a 1,000-yard receiver in the regular season. He's got a first down, too. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Michael Davis.
And the Pats are going to get the football back as time will run out in this 3rd quarter of play.
1 quarter remains for the right to survive round 1 here in the 8th. The Pats at the line, ready to go.
And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable 4th quarter lead.
A handoff to Harris to begin the drive. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to...
And that's caught inside the 30.
And they'll work this down inside the 30. But sometimes you just got to marvel at how these guys can throw the football. He gave that everything he had, and it was right on the money. On the draw, it's Strong.
They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. A good response by the defense, sending them backwards after that huge gain last play. So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
It's a tried-and-true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Myles Garrett in there to get him for a loss of 9 yards, and that also leads to 4th down.
Brandon, what I remember most about playing with guys who knew how to rush the passer, they would just tell you, just cover people for me, just long enough for me to get there, and that's exactly what happened on that play.
And they're going to take it all the way down and just take the delay.
The offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted.
The Patriots send out their punter as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Play action. It's Wilson. Now he's going to let it go deep left side. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
The Browns on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. To throw is Wilson. Looking deep in the direction of Cooper. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
I like the fact that he took the shot deep downfield. Even if you don't get the catch, maybe you get a defensive penalty and pick up the yardage that way.
Here we go. It's Wilson on 4th down. And this is caught. Amari Cooper. He's at the 30. 10. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Amari Cooper. An 80-yard touchdown.
And the Browns are finally on the board here in the 4th quarter. When you're trailing in the 4th quarter, you got to take some chances you might not normally take, and here, that one pays off big time.
And you have to think to yourself, not only did that pay off big time for them, but what was going on the opposite side of the ball? They know that they have to take a chance here. They know they have to come up with something big, yet it still happens. So credit the execution, but wonder what the defense was doing.
And this is secured by the Patriots. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19.
Well, that should be a reminder defensively, and I think it's a reminder to myself because you just can't sell out to stop the run. There's still enough time that this offense can move the football through the air, even on 1st and 2nd downs, and they obviously picked the right spot to throw the ball there.
Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. Damian Harris
32 yards. And the Pats are an extra point away from making this a 3-score game. An important score there, CD, and now an important extra point because it would make it a 3-score game.
Love the map there, and at this point in the fourth quarter, look, we all need next-gen stats, right? We all use them, but we don't need them here, do we? Because that means it's almost a certain victory.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown.
This will be fielded inside the 5.
And he's going to get this across the 20 as he's out of bounds at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. They are most likely staring at a cold end to their season here in this wild card round. Nothing has gone right so far, and they are, to be frank, in desperation mode now as they begin with a 1st and 10.
Here's Wilson to throw.
And boy, another ill-advised throw there as that will wind up incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Wilson. And my goodness, another interception.
Picked off by Michael Davis. And the Patriots are going to take possession of the football.
And that gives him now 3 interceptions in the game.
Well, someone's locked into what they're trying to get done in the passing game. When was the last time we had someone get 3 in a contest?
2011, wasn't it? Kurt Coleman?
Oh, yeah, that's
then
right.
With the Eagles?
That's right. Then with the Eagles, and I believe it's against Washington and Rex Grossman.
That's correct. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now Jones. And this is caught by Watkins.
He juked him. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20.
Well, it may seem a little unorthodox to some people. Got the lead, 4th quarter, yet he's still firing away. I think he believes that's the best way to go and win the game.
Yeah, a lot of coaches say, let's just run the football, be conservative. He's sticking to his game plan.
No, that is his game, and that's what they're going to ride.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
So the completion good for just 3. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Looking to throw. Jones. Touchdown, Patriots. Jonnu Smith, a 16-yard touchdown. And the Patriots continue to pull the playoff surprise as they lead big here on the road. Extra point by Mevis is up and good. And the lead is now 24.
Round 7. Jake Bailey to kick off for the Patriots.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown.
Taking it about the 1.
And he's going to go out of bounds on the return. He won't even get this thing back to the 10-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The Browns drive about to get started.
Sliding out of the pocket. Wide open, Amari Cooper. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. 23 yards on the play. Hard to believe his first catch of the game defensively. They bottled him up. That's why they're well on their way to victory.
Put your best cover guy on him and then change the coverages behind him throughout the game. Brackets, double, zone, man, you name it. Make sure he gets a lot of angles.
A big play that time for Cleveland. 58 yards. On first down, Wilson. Caught on the slant. A gain of 9 there. Sets up second and goal.
A 9-yard gain brings up second and goal.
They'll give it to Chubb. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go in the football game.
There's no question that coming into this game, this defense was pretty vocal about its desire to take this running back out of his game. And all that pregame whooping has turned into results.
Yeah, this is going to depend on the spot, but I believe he might be a few inches short. Running for it. Here's Chubb. And I don't think he got in. He didn't. He's stoned at the 1-yard line. And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining. That one looks like he'll throw here. Under pressure, and down he goes in the end zone, and that's his safety. So they go with the empty set, and that's the risk you run right there. Nobody was there to protect.
Well, you know how most offenses have audibles, and they've changed plays when they see certain sets. A lot of defenses do the exact same thing. You go to an empty back set, they bring pressure, and boy, did it pay off in this case.
They said beginning of the season they wanted to get past the wild card round. Well, they just got past the wild card round.
How about that, being able to put the big check marks up in the locker room, right? Get to the wild card game, check, got that done. Win a wild card game, big check. Now you've got to go ahead and set your sights higher. There is a bigger prize out there, and they still have an opportunity.